You've probably heard the term 12 steps in reference to addiction. They're 1/3 of the core of what makes up a 12-step program. Along with the 12 steps is a book filled with observations and stories from people who found their way to a healthy recovery. The final element is fellowship, regularly connecting with people who can identify with the things you're experiencing and are ready to be of service. Most people's introduction isn't with a book or a list of steps, it's with people through a 12-step meeting.
It's almost like 100% like unlikely that you are going to be able to say anything that at least one other person in that room has not done, seen, heard, experienced, been victimized by, or has done to someone else. And the point is for you to feel lifted from that burden of embarrassment. And you have to just kind of invest in the unknown.
In a meeting, everyone is considered equals, regardless of their years of sobriety or other considerations. There are volunteer facilitators that serve by preparing the space, opening the meetings, and helping with group communication. But all persons in the room are peers. A person's higher power may be God, nature, the wisdom of their group, or the reality that actions lead to consequences. They are free, anonymous, and respectful. Often a collection is taken to help cover costs of the meeting place, refreshments that may be served, or for materials given. There is no expectation of donations.
Powerless had nothing to do with being weak. It had to do with the strength to know that I needed that help and how I needed it, and that I would need it for the rest of my life in terms of the fellowship of the program.
It's an important step because it's a step of starting to say, I'm not alone in this, and this is something that is more powerful than I am. That I'm not making choices about this addiction, and that I need some sort of help. But without that belief that I need some sort of help, it can be kind of dangerous.
I thought that the unmanageability was caused by the drinking. No, my drinking was the solution to my unmanageability. I'm trying to manage things that aren't mine to manage, like, everything that's not me. And the only solution to that is to drink. In other words, I wouldn't have had to drink if you people would have just behaved, right? But because that's not the way the world goes, drinking became what I did. And then I lost the power of choice and drank. So powerlessness and unmanageability are hand in hand, but they're opposite of what I originally thought. I thought because I drank, my life was unmanageable. It's not that way. My unmanageability helped fuel the fact that I would drink, because when I drank, then everything was fine. Basically, I didn't care.
No matter who you are, or what you've done, or where you find yourself, there's always a way to find hope, help, and serenity. You may be only 12 steps away from finding a path to a life of hope that you never could have imagined.